Allows me to adjust my zoom. What that's gonna do, if I drag it to the right, see how it's stretching out the video? So it's letting me zoom in. And by letting me zoom in, I can pick a precise spot in it, right? So right now this is less than a second of video. And I'm gonna take that and drag it down.
It's a new project, right?
I'm sorry?
It's like new project you start here.
Oh, it's still the same project. It's still eating a raisin. It's still that project. But I decided to start it with this. Just when he gets it, right? But what I want to do is here I want to do a slow motion effect.
Right, slow or fast?
Let's look at how that works. So I select the video. In the upper right hand corner we have a little adjust button, right? I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I get all of my adjusting tools popping up here, right? And I believe it's under this little info. Oh, you know? So let's say I drag this in, but I realized I accidentally put in too much, right? I don't want to see him actually get the raisin. I want to get it just before he gets it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the edge of it and dragging it to the left. And right now I'm deciding exactly where it's going to stop, and I want it to stop there. So that's where I let it go. And now I have my quick little video of him about to get it, but not quite getting it. So let's see, slow motion. Where did they put the... In that help button, I'm going to write slow motion. Ah. There I get a little slow motion icon. I move my mouse to it. Ooh. It shows me exactly where it is. So now I know, okay, I go to modify, make sure the video is selected. I go to modify, slow motion, and I tell it to what percentage. So let's go 50%. And you see what that did? It made it appear longer, right? So now if I play it, oh, by the way you play it is you put your mouse at the beginning and just press the space bar. It'll play. So that's the slow motion footage. Okay? Okay.
And fast too?
Uh-huh. So to make it fast, so now what's happened, now that you've applied the slow motion, you have a little slider that's appeared up at the top. If I drag that to the left, that makes it faster. When you get to it being a rabbit, that means it's going fast. When it's a turtle, it means you're going slow. And look how far I can stretch it. I can make it super slow. You can only make it so fast, right? Because, yeah. But you can make it as slow as you want. So if I make it that slow, I broke this thing. I fixed it. If you make it this slow, look at how slow it's moving.
How to pop fast? You can show fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so fast. Fast might be a little bit tricky to see, to be honest, because it's such a short video. See? Yeah, you couldn't really tell. I'll show fast on a little video in a bit. So I'm going to make this slow motion, right? Over here in the lower left-hand corner, I have all of these little tools. I have transitions, titles, maps and backgrounds, iTunes for any music you might want to use, sound effects, but I also have my titles. If I click titles, up here you see all of the titles show up. If I just move my mouse through each one, it'll show me kind of what they look like. I try to find a little fun one. Let's see, fun one, pixie dust, nah. Maybe... Here, let's do just a regular one. Let's do this one. That looks kind of dramatic, right? So I'm going to take it and just drag it in right after the bunny. Now you can also put it on top of the video, and if you put it on top of the video, I keep breaking this thing. It's going to show right on top of it, see? But
Before, right?
yeah, or before, exactly. Or you can put it in front of. So now as soon as that video is over, it's gonna cut to the text. Okay. So with the title selected, I can now go up here, and by double clicking on it, I can edit the text. So I'm gonna use his name. It's look more professional. I'll put in a capital G. Zoro gets a raisin. So now this is what I have so far. I'm gonna go to the beginning, and I'm gonna look at it so far. So far I got this. Zoro gets a raisin. And now I want to go back to the beginning. Okay. So, but I'm stuck in my titles. So to get back, all I have to do is go to the bunny event. See this little icon here? That lets you know what event the project you're working on is coming from. So if you lose track of which event it was, just look for that icon. That'll guide you back to the right event. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not finished.
I'm, I don't know, playing with this lettuce. That's where it all starts, right? So I'm going to highlight and get some of him playing with the lettuce. About 3 seconds worth, right? Any longer than that, it gets boring. So I'm going to put that in. Now, I could drag it in, but if you press the plus button right there that appears, it'll just drop it into that spot. Now, you also get this orange highlighting, which indicates that that's already in your project. So you have different little indicators.
Not the double, because if you don't see that, you're not going to double the same clip, right?
Right, you don't want to put in the same clip twice, right? So here he is with lettuce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little bit of text after that. I'm going to find, let's say, I'm not going to use the same one because it's anticlimactic. I'm going to put in, this one. I'll put in this one at the end.
But they won't open up on a shutdown.
And I'm going to write, lettuce is okay. So he thinks lettuce is okay, it's fine, he's eating it, he's enjoying the lettuce.
Try it out.
Now nothing you can do with this, it's got that black background. It's kind of boring, right?
Yeah, color.
So down here you have a maps and backgrounds area. So in addition to using the video as a background, when I click on this, I could take any one of these and use these as a background as well. So maybe for this I'll do red? Okay, let's do red. So I'll bring red and I'll bring it underneath it.
Why underneath?
Because if it's on top of it, how it is right now, see how it's covering the text? So you want this on top. Now, I've messed up. You see how I messed up? I messed up because